welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Prime time. Ty Johnson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, so former first-round pick. He's an expert, Brock, in overcoming adversity to take an NFL fields. Here's TeddyBridgewater.
We really do marvel at the way he can wiggle himself out of tough situations, almost like a wizard out there. Sure, some are probably of his own doing, as he loves to extend plays and improvise. But if someone misses a block or runs a wrong route, this is a quarterback that can erase the mistakes of others around him, and you sure love that guy leading your team.
First down, play action. Now here he goes.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Bridgewater to the air. He finds Kincaid running the slant. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. Second and 18 coming up. Lone back gets the handoff. Gets some space around midfield. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
They go play action on first down. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Bridgewater now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 22 out of that play. And the Bills have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
From the red zone on first. Headed right through the middle of the field. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Going power with a big tight end. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
From the gun on 3rd down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, the national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important. And I don't think talk about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Sending love on my bass compression. Ground control with a soul like
They send him left out of the slot. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Play action, McCarthy. Has a big strike to Addison. It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings finish off their opening drive. Jordan Addison, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Whether on middle field open or close, like a single high or two high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Strong with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Shakir in motion right. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Bridgewater. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have it 2nd and 4. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing from the gun here. He takes it himself.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's Bridgewater. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Now a give on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Completed to his running back. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He tries to sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. How about the big fella in the middle coming through? Get out of his way, disrupting everything. How about that?
Why am I picturing some household, I don't know where, but a mom and dad, an aunt and uncle, an old coach, somebody celebrating because that defensive tackle just made his name known. They eat double teams. They gobble up people at the line of scrimmage. Not often do they make the headlines. Not often do they get to score, but the big fella just did.
So they give away the lead on the safety, and now they're going to have to give away the football with a free kick. So they'll accept the miscue and take that flag. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. To throw, here's Bridgewater. Coleman with the grab. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So it's going to be a 2nd and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Connects on the crosser. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Sticking to the air here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Zerline on now for the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Bills push the lead to 2 scores now.
Like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the Baltimore, they landed in France.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Ty Felton here to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, try to trim that lead.
Every day got cool and shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, no worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away down honeyland. I gotta find your daughter, baby, jet.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Completed right side to Addison. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw. Throwing this for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Felton now to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they're going to take over with 1st and goal after the fumble.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Bills returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Bridgewater looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Bridgewater now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his 1st incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythms, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Scott slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. He gets a made on a good play there and also makes this decision time 4th and short.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
It's a designed run for him. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Vikings offense back to the field now. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Draw play here. It's Mason. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
This is Mason on 2nd down. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
From his end zone, he gets the kick away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Stepping up, and he's going to run.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's a design run. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Bridgewater to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's a dive up the middle. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Now we're on the counter. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
When those springing a big play on that one, it's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
So Sean McDermott keeping his offense out there. They're going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
To a whole nother level. Don't know no better. Feel I got Richard E. Yeah. Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Miles Price. Good work so far, he's got room. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. All set to go now from the 35. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. On him quick, and they bring him down. 3 sacks for the game so far, brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. They motion a receiver left. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits his running back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket. But then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Desperation time here on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Short side option here. He's running left. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Man in motion here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They send out Greg Zuerlein for the field goal. This 42 yards from the right hash. Zuerlein puts it through. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Felton now to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He's keeping it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
2nd down now. They need 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy absolutely fires this one right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing in double coverage, odds are against you.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Bills about set to celebrate this win. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he's gonna be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of the buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
One of the tight ends in motion left. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And save for a few moments in that opening quarter, Brock, they pitched a shutout defensively that in the end was the impetus for the victory. They're going to be bummed not to have that goose egg on the board at the end of this one, no doubt, but a performance to be lauded nonetheless. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.